What is up guys, my name is Ignas, welcome back to the channel. I have been promoting and buying into a semiconductor name Intel, ticker symbol INTC, though the shares haven't been doing that great. On the year to date it is now lower for 11.22%. In 1 year the stock lost over $15 per share, down 24.62%, and at least in the last 5 years there was some growth, where the stock went from $36 in 2017 to over $47 per share in 2022. Which means an increase of over 30% in 5 years. But today our focus will not be the price. What I want to take a look into are dividends. So since Intel haven't been doing great in terms of growth, the dividend payout has been increasing consistently. So we are currently looking at a dividend yield of over 3%. But how good that actually is compared to its history. Here we have my dividend investing watchlist in Google Sheets, and this is the 5-year dividend yield history for Intel. So in the last 5 years on average, the dividend yield for INTC was at 2.51%. Now in 2017 we had the dividend yield at 2.87%, so that is 14.54% over the 5-year average. Then in 2018 it went a bit lower to 2.14%, 14.6% under average. Then in 2019 it went sideways with the average, peaking at a yield of 2.66%, which is 6.16% over average. Then the worst time was in the beginning of 2020, where we had the yield at 1.91%, so 23.77% under average. But as 2021 started with another dip, after that the yield was on a continuous increase. And now with the most recent move, we have the dividend yield at over 3%, so if in the last 5 years the average yield was at 2.51, current yield is now higher for 22.12%, which is the highest it has ever been in the last 5 years. So I am holding Intel in my Revolut portfolio, and I do still believe that this is a great entry point, at least for the yield. If you would be interested in checking this dividend investing watchlist for yourself, or adding your own stocks to look into, it is possible to make it happen, but you need to follow the second link at the top of the description. So Intel is a great pick, but I would like to introduce another name that is potentially even more undervalued right now, and that is ASML holding, ticker symbol ASML. They've also been selling off recently. The stock is down 23.5% on the year to date. In 1 year it is up for $70, higher for 13.03%, but unlike Intel it had great growth in the last 5 years, going from $125 in 2017, adding $484 per share, so up for 387.84%. But as previously, today our focus is the dividend yield. So ASML currently is paying $6.28 per share on an annual basis, which currently comes in at a yield of 1.09%. So the yield is not better than Intel's, which was at over 3%, but it is actually undervalued compared to its 5-year history. We are back for my dividend investing watchlist, and this is ASML's 5-year dividend history, which shows that on average in 5 years the yield was at 0.86%. So in 2017 we had the yield over average at just under 1%, so up for 14.67%. Then in 2018 it dropped to 0.88% and kept on going sideways 1.93% over average. Then we saw it peaking in 2019, going up to as much as 1.28%, so almost 50% over 5-year average. In 2020 it dropped back down, where we had the yield at 0.5%, so 42% under 5-year average, and that kept on through the majority of 2021, with the yield being 43 and 20% under 5-year average. But this year the stock continues on selling, and currently the dividend yield is over 1% at 1.09. So since the average 5-year yield is 0.86%, this means that the current yield is over it for 26.25%. So we can't say that the yield is highest it has been in 5 years, because we had it almost 50% higher, but 26% over right now. It is higher than we saw for Intel, which was at just over 22%. So we could say that ASML is 4% more undervalued than Intel right now, with respect to the dividend yield. Now with ASML's price dropping and the yield increasing, I would like to check on 2 steps. Have they been increasing their dividend payouts? And also, what is the dividend payout ratio? So first we have the payout history for the last 5 years. Back in 2017 they paid $1.26, then 2018 increased to $1.64, 2019 $2.30. Then it seems that they started paying semi-annually instead of annually. So in 2019 we had a payout of $3.45, then 2020 $2.60. This was a decrease, but after that the uptrend continued. So by the end of 2020 the payout was $2.84, then first payout in 2021 was $3.26, and second $3.96. So regarding payouts, this looks promising, as in 5 years they have been on a consistent increase. Now next step we'll take a look into is the payout ratio. This shows how much of a percentage of earnings is distributed as dividends. So for ASML the payout ratio is now at 47.6%. This suggests that they are paying out less than 40% or way less than half of their earnings as dividends. This suggests that the dividends are sustainable and they will be able to pay those out to investors without relying on going into debt. And that was it. Make sure to support the channel and leave a thumbs up under the video. What do you think? Is ASML a worth a pick right now? Share your stance on it in a comment below. If you would be interested in getting access to my dividend investing watchlist, then consider memberships. By becoming a member, you will get access to Discord, where I share my stock watchlists and all the buys and sells exactly when I do them. This could be a great option to track my moves closely. This week I did an analysis on another company, so if you would be interested in that, then click on a video that is currently on the screen. And that was it from my side. Thank you for watching, and I will be seeing y'all in the next one.